Hello everyone. Welcome to an easy English story. Today, we will learn about the Pyramids of Giza and the Great Sphinx of Giza, two of the most famous wonders of the world. Listen carefully and read along to practice your English listening and reading skills. Let's begin our journey through history and English. The Pyramids and the Great Sphinx of Giza. Part 1. The History. The Pyramids of Giza and the Great Sphinx of Giza are some of the most famous monuments in the world. They are part of ancient Egypt and have been standing for more than 4,000 years. These buildings are not only very old, but they are also very large and impressive. People from all over the world come to see them. They show the skill, intelligence, and power of the ancient Egyptians. Today, they are also called one of the seven wonders of the ancient world. Long ago, Egypt was a kingdom ruled by pharaohs. Pharaohs were the kings and rulers of Egypt. They were considered very important and sometimes even as gods. They wanted to be remembered forever. That is why they built pyramids as their tombs. The pyramids were not just simple graves. They were designed to protect the body of the pharaoh and to hold treasures for the afterlife. Ancient Egyptians believed in life after death. They thought the pharaoh's spirit would continue to live in the next world, and the pyramids helped this journey. The largest pyramid is called the Great Pyramid of Khufu. It was built about 4,500 years ago during the reign of Pharaoh Khufu. The Great Pyramid was the tallest building in the world for over 3,800 years. It is made of millions of limestone and granite blocks. Each block weighs several tons. We do not know exactly how the ancient Egyptians moved these heavy stones. Some scientists think they used ramps, levers, and very careful planning. Other smaller pyramids were built nearby for other pharaohs, like Khafra and Menkaure. Together, these pyramids form the famous Giza Pyramid Complex. Next to the pyramid stands the Great Sphinx of Giza. The Sphinx is a very large statue with the body of a lion and the head of a human. Some historians believe the head represents Pharaoh Khafra. The Sphinx is made of limestone and is carved directly from the bedrock. It is about 73 meters long and 20 meters high. The Sphinx is very old and is considered a guardian of the pyramids. People have wondered for centuries why it was built and what secrets it holds. Its face shows calmness and power, and its body is strong and large like a lion. It is a symbol of strength and mystery. The construction of the pyramids and the Sphinx required thousands of workers. Many were skilled workers, craftsmen, and engineers. Others were farmers who worked on the pyramids during the Nile River's flooding season, when farming was not possible. Building these monuments took years and careful planning. The Egyptians used advanced knowledge of mathematics, astronomy, and architecture. They measured the stars and aligned the pyramids with the directions of the compass. This shows how intelligent and organized they were. The pyramids were not only tombs, they were also part of a religious and cultural system. Egyptians believed that the pharaoh was the link between humans and gods. Temples, statues, and the pyramids all showed respect for gods and the pharaoh. Many items were placed inside the tombs, such as jewelry, food, tools, and furniture. These items were meant to help the pharaoh in the afterlife. The walls of some pyramids were decorated with inscriptions and drawings, called hieroglyphs, that told stories about the pharaoh's life and achievements. Over the centuries, many travelers and historians have been fascinated by the pyramids and the Sphinx. Ancient Greek historians wrote about them more than 2,000 years ago. Later, during the Middle Ages and the Renaissance, European explorers also visited them. They were amazed by their size, precision, and beauty. Even today, scientists and archaeologists study them to understand how they were built and what life was like in ancient Egypt. Despite the passage of time, they still inspire curiosity and admiration. The pyramids and the Sphinx are not just monuments. They are part of human history. They teach us about ancient Egyptian civilization, religion, and culture. They show the abilities of people who lived thousands of years ago. When we look at these monuments, we can imagine the life, beliefs, and efforts of ancient Egyptians. The Great Pyramid, the smaller pyramids, and the Sphinx together form a remarkable sight that continues to attract millions of visitors every year. They are truly a wonder of the world. In conclusion, the Pyramids of Giza and the Great Sphinx of Giza are symbols of history, culture, and human achievement. They were built to honor pharaohs and gods, to protect the dead, and to show the power of ancient Egypt. They remain today as a testament to human skill, creativity, and faith. Every stone tells a story of dedication and knowledge. Standing in front of the pyramids or the Sphinx, people can feel the greatness of the past and the mysteries that continue to fascinate the world. Part 2. Life around the pyramids. The Pyramids of Giza were not built in empty deserts. Thousands of people lived and worked near them. These people included skilled workers, farmers, craftsmen, and even soldiers. They all played an important role in the construction and protection of the pyramids. The workers' villages were close to the pyramid complex, where they could rest, eat, and live during their long hours of work. Life near the pyramids was very busy and full of activity. The workers who built the pyramids were not slaves, as some people think. Many were farmers who worked on the pyramids during the Nile River's flooding season. When the fields were underwater, farming was impossible, so the pharaohs asked the farmers to help build the monuments. Skilled workers, like stonecutters, masons, and engineers, worked all year. They lived in villages made of mud bricks, with simple homes and common areas. Food, water, and medical care were provided for them. Archaeologists have found evidence of bakeries, workshops, and even small hospitals near the pyramids. Families also lived near the pyramids. Women cooked meals and took care of children while the men worked. Children played in the streets and helped with small tasks. Life was difficult because the desert could be very hot during the day and cold at night. However, the villages were full of cooperation. People shared work and helped each other. This teamwork was very important to finish such large monuments. The pyramids were built carefully and slowly, year by year, generation by generation. The pyramids were part of the religious life of Egypt. The Egyptians believed in gods, goddesses, and the afterlife. They thought the pharaoh was a god on earth. The pyramids were tombs for the pharaohs and treasures for their journey after death. Priests and officials worked near the pyramids to perform rituals and protect sacred objects. They made offerings of food, wine, and incense. They also wrote inscriptions on the walls, called hieroglyphs, to record the life and achievements of the pharaoh. The pyramids were, therefore, not only homes for the dead, but also centers of religion and culture. Trade and supply were also part of life near the pyramids. Food, stone, and tools had to be transported from other parts of Egypt. Workers carried stones from quarries and brought limestone, granite, and other materials. Boats sailed on the Nile River carrying goods. Traders visited the villages to sell food, clothes, and everyday items. Markets were small but busy, with people speaking, trading, and exchanging ideas. Life around the pyramids was a mix of hard work, religion, and community. The Great Sphinx also played a role in daily life. It was considered a guardian of the pyramids. People believed that the Sphinx protected the pharaoh's tombs from evil spirits. Priests performed rituals near the Sphinx, and travelers often stopped to admire it. The Sphinx was a symbol of strength and wisdom. and it reminded people of the power of the pharaoh. Its presence made the pyramid complex not only a burial site but also a sacred and protected area. Life near the pyramids was not easy. The work was hard, the desert was harsh, and the days were long. Yet, the workers were proud. They knew they were part of something important and eternal. Each stone they placed, each block they moved, contributed to a monument that would last for thousands of years. The pyramids and the Sphinx were more than buildings, they were a testament to human effort, organization, and skill. Even after the pyramids were completed, life continued around them. People maintained the pyramids and the Sphinx, repaired damages, and continued rituals. Generations of Egyptians grew up with these monuments. They learned history, religion, and culture by observing and participating in the activities around the pyramids. The pyramids were, and still are, a center of learning and admiration. They inspired art, stories, and traditions that lasted for centuries. In conclusion, life around the Pyramids of Giza and the Great Sphinx of Giza was a combination of work, religion, and community. Workers, families, priests, and traders all contributed to the monument's construction and protection. The pyramids were not only tombs but also symbols of Egyptian culture and civilization. Today, we can imagine the busy life of thousands of years ago and appreciate the incredible organization, skill, and faith of the people who lived near these ancient wonders. Part 3: Legends and Mysteries. The Pyramids of Giza and the Great Sphinx of Giza have amazed people for thousands of years. They are not only large and beautiful, but they are also full of mysteries. People have always asked questions about them. How were the huge stones moved? Why were the pyramids built in that exact way? Who really designed the Sphinx? These questions make the pyramids and the Sphinx very interesting for historians, scientists, and tourists. One of the most famous legends is about the Sphinx's missing nose. Long ago, people wondered why the Sphinx does not have a nose. Some stories say that it was broken by invaders. Other stories suggest it was damaged by soldiers or even by natural erosion over time. Nobody knows exactly what happened. The missing nose adds to the mystery of the Sphinx. It makes people curious and creates many interesting stories about ancient Egypt. Another mystery is about the construction of the pyramids. The Great Pyramid of Khufu has millions of stones. Each stone weighs several tons. Scientists are not completely sure how the ancient Egyptians moved and placed them so precisely. Some believe they used ramps made of mud or stone. Others think they used levers and ropes. There are also theories that the Egyptians used water to move the stones. Even today, engineers study these ideas to understand how humans built such a huge monument without modern machines. There are also legends about treasures hidden inside the pyramids. For centuries, people believed that gold, jewelry, and important objects of the pharaohs were still inside the pyramids. Tombs were discovered with treasures, but some chambers are empty. Many people have tried to find secret rooms or hidden passages. Modern technology, such as radar and scanning, has discovered unknown spaces, but most secrets of the pyramids are still not fully explained. This makes them exciting and mysterious even today. The pyramids and the Sphinx are also linked to the stars. Ancient Egyptians studied astronomy carefully. The pyramids were built with precise alignment to certain stars. Some scientists believe that the three main pyramids of Giza are aligned with the three stars in Orion's belt. Orion was associated with Osiris, the Egyptian god of the afterlife. This connection between the pyramids and the stars shows the Egyptians' advanced knowledge of astronomy and religion. It also adds a mystical aspect to these monuments. Legends also tell stories about ghosts and spirits. Ancient Egyptians believed in life after death. They thought the pharaoh's spirits continued to live inside the pyramids. Some people say that during the night, the pyramids are full of energy and mystery. Visitors often feel a special atmosphere when they are near the Sphinx. The calm face and the strong lion body seem to watch over the desert. For many people, this makes the Sphinx alive in their imagination. The pyramids have inspired stories in many cultures. Ancient Greek historians wrote about them, and travelers from Europe and Asia told their tales for centuries. Modern books, movies, and documentaries also discuss the pyramids' mysteries. Writers imagine secret codes, alien visits, or hidden knowledge. While many of these stories are fictional, they show how humans are fascinated by the size, beauty, and intelligence behind the construction of the pyramids and the Sphinx. Despite the legends and mysteries, the pyramids also teach real history. Archaeologists study the workers' villages, tools, and inscriptions to understand ancient life. Hieroglyphs in some tombs tell stories about the pharaohs, their families, and religious beliefs. The pyramids are therefore both real monuments and symbols of imagination. They show the skill, religion, and culture of one of the greatest civilizations in history. The Great Sphinx of Giza, in particular, represents wisdom and strength. It guards the pyramids and reminds people of the power of the pharaohs. Its large size and unique shape make it one of the most recognized statues in the world. Even though we do not know all of its secrets, it continues to inspire curiosity and respect. People from all over the world come to see it, take photos, and imagine what life was like thousands of years ago. In conclusion, the Pyramids of Giza and the Great Sphinx of Giza are full of legends, mysteries, and stories. They have fascinated people for thousands of years and continue to do so today. Their construction, purpose, and secrets are still studied by scientists and enjoyed by visitors. They are not only monuments of stone, they are monuments of human imagination, culture, and intelligence. The pyramids and the Sphinx show how humans can create wonders that last forever and continue to inspire curiosity around the world. Part 4. The Pyramids Today and Their Legacy. Today, the Pyramids of Giza and the Great Sphinx of Giza are some of the most visited and studied monuments in the world. Millions of tourists travel to Egypt every year to see them. They come to admire the size, beauty, and history of these amazing structures. The Great Pyramid, the smaller pyramids, and the Sphinx continue to inspire people from all over the world. They are not only ancient buildings, they are symbols of human creativity and achievement. The pyramids and the Sphinx are very old. They are more than 4,500 years old. Because of their age, many parts of the monuments are damaged by wind, sand, and time. Archaeologists and engineers work to protect and restore them. They repair broken stones, clean surfaces, and prevent erosion. Modern technology, such as lasers and digital scanning, helps scientists study the pyramids carefully without causing damage. These preservation efforts are very important to keep the monuments safe for future generations. Tourism plays a big role in the life of the pyramids today. Visitors can walk around the pyramid complex, take photos, and learn about ancient Egypt. Many guides explain the history of the pharaohs, the construction of the pyramids, and the mysteries of the Sphinx. Museums near the site display artifacts, tools, and models of the pyramids. Tourism helps the local economy and also increases global knowledge about these wonders. Visitors feel amazed when they see the huge stones and the precise architecture up close. Education is another important aspect. Schools, universities, and online programs use the pyramids to teach history, architecture, and culture. Students learn about ancient Egyptian religion, society, and technology. Archaeological discoveries are shared through books, videos, and documentaries. The pyramids and the Sphinx provide a real connection to the past. They allow students and learners to imagine life in ancient Egypt and understand the achievements of one of the world's greatest civilizations. The pyramids are also part of the cultural heritage of humanity. UNESCO has declared the Giza Pyramid Complex a World Heritage Site. This recognition means that the pyramids are valuable not only to Egypt but to the entire world. Countries and organizations cooperate to study and protect them. They are a symbol of knowledge, history, and human creativity. Every year, scientists, historians, and students from around the world come to Egypt to learn and explore these incredible monuments. Modern research continues to reveal new facts. Scientists study the alignment of the pyramids with the stars and the design of the Sphinx. They try to understand the construction methods, the purpose of hidden chambers, and the lives of the workers. Even though we have learned a lot, many mysteries remain. This is one reason why the pyramids and the Sphinx remain exciting and fascinating today. They are both historical and scientific treasures. The Pyramids of Giza and the Great Sphinx also remind us about human effort and teamwork. They were built without modern machines, yet they still stand strong. They show how people with vision, planning, and cooperation can create something that lasts for thousands of years. They inspire architects, engineers, and artists today. They remind us that determination and skill can produce wonders that are remembered forever. In conclusion, the Pyramids of Giza and the Great Sphinx of Giza are much more than ancient monuments. They are a bridge between the past and the present. They teach us about history, religion, art, and culture. They show the intelligence, faith, and creativity of ancient Egyptians. Today, they continue to inspire, educate, and amaze people from all over the world. They are truly one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world, and their legacy will continue for generations to come.